Good mid-afternoon, 2:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So my son is doing his physical therapy right now for about an hour. So I wanted to take a moment here and update everybody on the XRP charts. I want to show you the very important psychological point that it's not a psychological level like 50 cents, but it is an area on this pattern formation that we've got to get back above. And we're knocking on the door right now. Bitcoin's over 70,000, but XRP is continuously stuck in the same zone. We're trying to open up the door to get to 58.8 cents possibly. But actually, there is a shorter target too. It's the one in between that I always talk about, 56.6, which is the cup and handle resistance. That would be your first target, but we can't even start making any noise until we can get over this 54 or 51.44 or 46 cents. Now it does look like we have an inverted hammer here. So what we're looking for in the daily candle today would be to have a close over this 51.45. I mean, over 51.37 technically, but I would like to see it close over. But we want to close over this previous candle to try to have like a bullish turnaround here. And we could. You know, it's very possible if we could just get some momentum here. It's just until we push over this section and start breaking out of this, because right now we're technically in a wave 2 correction. And if we want to go into wave 3, it's a multi-step wave 3, but you have the impulse wave in 3. So wave 3 is going to be an impulse. It's going to be broken up into different segments, but it's an impulse wave. This is a corrective wave. So the impulse wave, if that cup and handle played out, and we can look at this chart right now. If this chart were to play out, that would allow us to finally fulfill the cup and handle breakout. And then that a lot of people are pointing to $1.20. My technical zone is still $1.18. And that's the breakout of this cup and handle. Now, the entirety of this brings it up to $1.37, which would be the length of the cup measured by the handle. And then when you finally break over the swing or the high of the handle, the cup, which you have to be over 90. We measured it at right around 91.5 cents. And that's where we bounced off of. Yes, you could go a little bit higher, but that's the point I chose. So that would get you to $1.37 overall. But the initial point is $1.18. So, and that's in gray. And this has been like this for a very long time, but it's only relevant when we hit this certain motion, or actually a certain point in the formation. And it's a pretty cut and dry formation. Besides being on the almost 7-year consolidation from all-time highs to the swing low and so on and so forth as the pattern's been converging. We've also had this cup and handle set up. We were in a rising channel. Falling out of it was able to validate the handle support, created this big W reversal. And now if you actually look at this, if this can pull up, we are still very, very, very bullish. It was just a matter of, could we come down and hold 48, 47 cents? We held the 2018 resistance as support again. And now we need to have some kind of momentum here. And if we could push back over 56, we could be off even to retest the rising channel up here somewhere around 66. We know we have that 58 and some change area of resistance. But it all starts, excuse me, it all starts right here. Let's see. This is where it's all going to start. 51 point, we'll call it, it's 51.46, but we know it's got to start here. So just get over 51.5 and we can start to have this breakout. It looks like we could be starting with a little bit of a reversal structure here. It's just once we get over this, it starts to validate that overall landscape here. We could have a bullish tug. Now, let's say we continue to get rejected. Yes, it could come back down to 47. It breaks that, then 42. But with what's going on right now in the broader market, it's a tough ask right now. I've got a lot of people. I think there's 9 people that copy trade. I've gotten a couple messages asking to open one just in case it does bounce up, but I have to not do that right now because I can't in good conscience do it until we retake this 51.5 cents. I've had a lot of people ask me about the leverage trading for themselves personally or spot trading. If it gets over this 51.5, that is where it starts, because then you're going to have that short-term burst of 50. I'm sorry, I said 52.8, but in recent terms, it's 52.6. And then if it gets over that, it starts opening up the door. and it brings it back into the cup and handle resistance on the handle, and then it also brings it back into the picture of the much higher zones. So there is a lot that can happen here, a lot, and I'm very excited about this because if it does take the upward route, let's say the market gets, and the market's turn for crypto, because we had a Democratic run president last 4 years, and this has nothing to do with Trump or Harris, I couldn't care less, but just the ambiance or the nuance of the fact that things could change and it would be a little bit different and less harsh on crypto. So if Trump is looking like he's going to win, we're going to get some push up in crypto. That's why I feel like right now XRP, and I talked about it yesterday, I had a chance here. It had a chance to break that bearish bias and end up having a pump here instead of a dump. And that should bring us up into some of these more desirable zones. So that can happen if we can clear that zone. But we have to be very, very, very vigilant. Because if Bitcoin doesn't hold here, maybe XRP is failing right now because there's only so much top side. But at the same time, we've talked about it. This is a very bullish consolidation for Bitcoin. And even if it went down to that 64,500 area for that 1.2 billion in liquidation, that didn't mean that it was going to break all the way down to 46. And if it came down here, I expected it to have a quick V shape as we talked about yesterday. I encouraged it to do that just so we could clear that liquidity because now in the future, we know we're going to have to go back down there at some point. But I also want to make sure that this doesn't form like into a, because right now, if you're asking me, this doesn't necessarily look like a long leg doji in the daily. This is starting to look like more of a gravestone. And what I mean by that is just there's a lot more pressure built up down here and it had an overextension. And these sometimes are bearish or bullish. These are like bull traps, basically. So it'd give you the illusion that we're going to have this big breakout. We held the 67,700, which is the megaphone pattern on this massive cup and handle. But I still, until this breaks free, until we break free here, and we can't break free until we get past 73,697, and that's the bitch part. Because if we could break free of this, then we could take away that liquidity zone for just a minute. But where we're at right now, there's a reason why we stopped here. And there's a reason why I can't in good faith make this move that I want to make. From a standpoint of like, we've got a lot of work to do here still. So I encourage everybody to tune in tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I do my live. It'll be from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go over the XRP technical analysis. We'll go deeper into the Bitcoin heat signature map. I'm not going to look at that now because I want to release this. And we'll take a look deeper at the liquidity zones again. Where are the longs versus shorts for XRP? How much volume is coming in the past 24 hours? Is the open interest increasing here or is it decreasing? A lot of the measurables, the metrics, we're going to take a look at. And we'll see tonight when I come back in about 3.5, 4 hours. Are we finally over the 51.5 level? And is it appropriate to take out a leap of faith here and ride on a position, outside of a spot, or can you open a spot? Are you a leverage, I'm going to come to an overall conclusion of if it's in our best interest, because right now we haven't done anything. Right now we're right back where we were at yesterday, getting rejected at the 51.4 level, 51.5 in current terms. And we're trying to see if we can break free of this and have some kind of bullish continuation here or bullish reversal, ride off of the election wave. But what's the wave really? Is it for blue? Is it for red? Because as far as Ripple is concerned, they're in it on both sides. So it's more of the illusion, I think. The illusion of something changing would be more beneficial for crypto just because it's been basically a regime based on enforcement. So, it's an interesting thing when you look at it. Bitcoin, though, if it doesn't hold 70K here, I don't trust everything still because of that liquidity zone. With precious metals, opportunities are calling. Earnings and stuff are coming out. Opportunity is going to be calling here for a couple days. So pay attention to all of that. I will be suavely re-entering slowly but surely here in the days to come. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week. But it's slowly but surely about to start happening. Other than that, if you're looking to trade XRP worldwide, including in the USA, go to my video description below and our pinned comments, or just go to my XRP Future Millionaire page, click on my logo, and right here, all you have to do is click on where it says BITUNIX. I have links for everybody. If you want to join me on copy trading, you can join on BITUNIX. Or if you're looking to buy on BITUNIX when I do my Motivated Monday, Winning Wednesdays, and FOMO Fridays, I'm going to be buying IOTA, IOTX. I'm going to be buying Algo, There's just a few others I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be using BITUNIX for that. I've got over $3,000 set to the side right now on BITUNIX just for these purchases. And that's something I'll be doing with all of you, and we'll discuss it going forward. HOTCOIN you must download for VELO, because that's where I'm going to be buying VELO. And I have right now $1,000 set up for VELO. And what else is there? You can leverage trade there. You can buy XRP as well. They've got a much deeper ecosystem with higher leverage, but the fees are a little bit more on leverage. BITUNIX is on point. Copy trading, straight trading for you if you're doing futures by yourself, leverage, it's on point. So that's all I'm going to say. If you want to send me a donation, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, I'd greatly appreciate it. Or join Tom's Army or YouTube Super Chat if you want to pay it forward. But simply, the best thing you can do is hit that like button so my content gets pushed around. We get passed on through the algorithm. And whether or not you're subscribed or not to my channel or ever even heard of me, you'll be able to find your way home to me and then find out whether or not this content's worth it for you. If this hit the mark, make sure to hit that like button. I'm so pleased to see Bitcoin doing what it's doing while I'm on this update. And just be cautious. Protect your capital. And just understand, like, it's going to be a busy one, folks. It's going to be a very volatile one. If it doesn't hold 70K, that's a good reason why XRP might not have broke 51.4 or 51.5. Protect your capital at all costs here, because we're going to have a lifelong historic opportunity here. Maybe not just in cryptos. Keep your eye out for those precious metals. I'm telling you right now, you smell that? Something doesn't smell right. It smells like we got a little bit of a liquidity grab before a big, big move up. Just be aware. Be alert. Be cautious. But most importantly, stay emotion free. You're not the victim. You never have been. You never have been. We are not the victim, I should say. We never have been. We never will be. What we are is winners. So we need all of the information from a chart and news perspective alike to make an educated and informed decision. Knowing the liquidity zones, knowing where all the capital is, knowing where all the liquidation and where the actual slingshot could occur, it's just knowledge that you cannot, even if you want to pay for it, it's knowledge that anybody would have. They would desire this. You desire this. And your consistency is going to breed your response, and that response is going to keep you head over heels at the front of the line.